Good morning and happy Monday, everyone. We're waking up to some clear sky and also some pretty cool temperatures. Yesterday, those highs were about 10 degrees below average. So without the clouds to keep in that little bit of heat, we're sitting in the low 40s now to the east of the mountains. Already this morning, we've seen temperatures down to 39 degrees, though, in Lakeview. Over in the valley, sitting closer to 50 degrees, most of us in those low 50s, 49 for Mount Shasta City, and some 50s to low 60s as you start off your morning along the coast. One thing that you do want to be looking out for, not only along the coastline, but even into Sexton, Summit, and Alturas, will be some dense areas of fog. Now, those zeros out there for Alturas and Sexton Summit are where we have a visibility of less than a mile ahead on the roads. And over in Crescent City, we've had some passing fog as well. Visibility now just down to 3 miles in front of you. Now, throughout the rest of the day, we are going to be burning off that fog and replacing it with plenty of sunshine. That sunshine, it's all thanks to this pocket of dry air off the coast. It's an area of high pressure that's going to continue to spiral its way onshore and stay over us throughout the majority of the week. Another thing we're going to be seeing from this area of high pressure is a shift in your wind direction. We're going to be seeing a little bit more of a north-northeasterly wind pushing into the area, and that easterly component to the wind, well, if you're in Brookings, you know that means a bit of a Chetco effect moving in. So as the air pushes its way across the mountains, it's going to condense and heat up. So as it travels down the Chetco River, it's going to be depositing some hot air right over Brookings. You have heat advisories along the coastline that are going into effect for tomorrow and Wednesday. And the reason for that, well, we're looking at highs in the 90s, and overnight not going to catch much relief either. We're going to be seeing some mid 60s to potentially even 70 degrees. And not only do we have some hot temperatures on the move for all of us, but tomorrow, fire weather watches will be going into effect from the coast into the valleys, even up and down the Cascades and Siskiyous. At least the good news with these fire weather watches is not so much that we're looking at lightning, which could spark new fires, but just the opposite, with high pressure keeping things dry and hot. We're going to have little available moisture and some breezy winds, which will prevent any fires that do start from very rapidly spreading. And across the coastline today, seeing more of a northerly breeze. Once we get a little bit more of an easterly component to that, we will be seeing temperatures top off in the 80s for Brookings, and then some 60s and 70s for the rest of us. Northern California, sunshine continuing to build in, giving us just a little bit of a warm up, looking at some mid 80s, so still about 5 to even 10 degrees below average for this time of year. Normally we're sitting closer to 80 degrees on the east side of the mountains, and even with those 40s this morning, we're going to be comfortable in the 70s for your afternoon. Up and down those high elevations of the mountains, looking at some 70s by your afternoon for most of us as well. And over in southern Oregon's valleys, just add about a degree or two from yesterday's highs because of the sunshine. It's going to be bringing us back up to the mid 80s. Across the coastline, 90s for Tuesday and Wednesday across Brookings. So that's why we have those heat advisories in effect. After we get rid of the easterly wind, though, Thursday and Friday we'll see some 70s. Just warming up to the 90s as we head to the middle to end of the work week in the east side of the mountains, and a slight chance for thunderstorms on the way from Friday onward. Northern California, Wednesday onward, where we're looking at triple-digit heat out there. Not only will it be hot for your weekend, but a slight chance for thunderstorms out there for us as well. And across the Rogue Valley, enjoy those 80s while they last again today, because we're looking at 90s by tomorrow and 100 degrees or above as we head from Wednesday into the weekend.
They're back. The triple digits are back.
I know. We did make it through most of the month of July, even below average, but it's almost going to be flashbacks to the beginning of the month.